So, ladies and gentlemen, any questions on the debate that you've just heard about male and female equality? Go on.
You mentioned that Christianity introduced rights for women.
Yes.
When could a woman own her land in England?
Great question. When could a woman own her rights in England? All of the queens of England owned all the land of England. No, hold on one second. If you would like to debate, come here and I'll debate you. If you're asking a question, then I give an answer to your question and take another question. What would you like to do? Debate, or question? I'll come and stand there if you keep interrupting.
Go ahead.
Right, I'll come and debate you then.
No, I'm not interested in a debate. Why?
Right.
Because I'm not interested in being
Hold on 1 second.
I don't mind.
No, you're going to heckle me, you're going to debate me. No, that's how it goes.
No.
Yes, it is.
No.
So, in answer to the question, when could women own land? Women were abbotesses in the medieval church. They were earls and lords in the medieval church.
What is the percentage?
Let me finish. They were queens in the medieval church. And in all of those examples that are from the medieval period, it meant that they owned land.
Okay, wait. Statistically, I was in a meeting in the Middle East.
Yeah.
And the delegation of British businessmen and women were called into the Middle East, and what occurred was 300 prominent businessmen and women came from the UK to meet prominent businessmen and women in the Middle East, and it wasn't a closed affair. Yeah, it was the British Embassy with a Middle Eastern embassy. I won't mention the country, but anyway, what occurred was 51%. Over 700 delegates came from that Middle Eastern country. 51%, or actually a bit more, maybe 52%, were women.
What's your point?
The percentage of women that came from the British side was 2 women out of 300 delegates.
Right. What's your point?
The facts of the matter, if you look statistically, the ownership of women for businesses here in the UK right now is a low 5%.
Okay, let me.
Wait a minute.
Wait.
So what I'm trying to say, I'm asking.
What's your point?
My point was, you just gave some false information where you said.
What false information did I give?
I said to you, what percentage or when was the woman given a right for ownership of land?
Right. Which is a historical question, isn't it?
It is, and it's not too long ago.
And so the point that I made was, it's back in the medieval period.
Not medieval, that's a lie.
No, are you sure?
1900.
Are you sure?
1900.
Now you're lying.
1900. And you can check this, you can go into Google. In 1900, the woman was given a right to own.
When did Queen Elizabeth live?
Land.
When did Queen Elizabeth live?
The suffragette movement.
When did Queen Elizabeth live?
Women to vote. Women voting
when
in the UK.
Queen Elizabeth live?
In 1920s.
When did Queen Elizabeth live?
So you're lying.
When did Queen Elizabeth live?
Bob, you're lying.
When did Queen Elizabeth live?
Listen, that's a queen.
Did the Queen own land?
That's not women.
1 second.
That's a queen. That's a queen.
1 second. Right.
Okay,
no.
Look, I can go.
And who owns the crown? The Queen.
If you want to go on that, how about Queen Sheba?
Shall we have a conversation or shall we just shout?
When was Queen Sheba?
Okay, it looks like we're going to have another shouting match.
You're lying though, Nigel.
So, ladies and gentlemen, what the brother doesn't understand is that in Islam, for instance, a woman can only inherit half of what a man can inherit. True or false?
You're lying.
True or false?
Liar.
Right, we're going to see if who's right or wrong on that. We'll come to that.
I'll give you an example.
However, ladies and gentlemen, in terms of Christian inheritance,
zero.
Women could inherit in the same way as men.
In 1900,
and that is why,
in 1900,
ladies and gentlemen,
in 1900,
that is why. Would you like to do a timed conversation?
Yes.
Right. Let's get a timer.
So,
let's do this timed. Let's do this timed. Right? Let's do this time.
See, you're lying, Bob.
No, you're lying.
No.
You're lying, and I'm going to bust you on it.
Check it.
I'm going to bust you on it, because you've just said women don't inherit half of a man.
When could
I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you.
When could a woman vote?
Going to show you that you're wrong. Going to show you that you're wrong. Going to show you that you're wrong. right?
Only 920s. In terms of
Would you like to have a
and
controlled
ownership,
conversation, or shall we just talk over one another? I'm easy. What would you like to do? 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 Okay, so we're just going to talk over one another. That's what we're going to do.
But don't lie, because I will pull you up on the point of information on that.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the first error of his argument is that he is trying to argue that Britain is a Christian country. Anyone who knows the United Kingdom today knows that its ideology is a secular humanist society, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm not interested
running
in that.
away, running away,
No,
just as predicted, just running away, just running away. He's a Muslim. He's a Muslim. But let me bust him. Let me bust him on Islam and inheritance, and that women can't inherit as much as men.
You made a claim with Steve that women had the right to ownership, and you lied.
They did.
They lied. No.
Go. Here's a book for you.
You bought a queen.
Here's a book for you.
As an example.
Here's a book for you to educate you because you're ignorant.
2%.
Dr. Schrader wrote a book called The Powerful Women of Outremer. You should read that book.
In a Muslim country, it's 50%, and that is the truth.
Right, he's running a by.
Bye, Ethan.
Right, let's actually look at what Islam teaches.
What was he trying to say?
Right, I want to show you, ladies and gentlemen, that in Islam, that you can have a photo if you like, Rob, that in Islam, inheritance is half that. I'm going to go back over there now.
Or at least he was combating this idea that Christianity. So what you're saying...
Sorry, let me just prove this point, sister, and then I'll come to you. Just let me find the passage. Now, the reason why that brother ran away is because he knew I was going to debate him on Islam. And he knows in Islam he's going to come off worse because the Quran teaches that a woman inherits less than a man. So, let's have a look at it.
How about Judaism?
Number 10.
It's 2:41.
2:41.
If a man dies and has children, the allocated portion for the wife is 1/8. And if there are no children, she gets 1/4.
Right, this is why Christians don't take lectures from Muslims about 2:41, did you say?
Yeah.
Surah 2, Ayah 41. Let's go there. I'm still going to do this. Sorry, I'm going to deal with that point before I take any more questions. So in Surah 2:41 it says this. Are you sure it's 2:41? 2:41. 2:41.
I believe.
All right, sorry. Helps if I go to the right place then. Right. Right, so for divorced women, on a reasonable, this is a duty on the righteous, thus doth Allah make... No, it's not that passage, hold on. Bear with us. We will find it. I mean, if anybody wants to help find it, this will move it along quicker. Right, here it is. From what is left by parents and those nearest related, there is a share for men and a share for women, whether the property be large or small or a determinate share. Let's just find it. Where is it? Oh, this is annoying. Do you know the passage?
It's well known.
Where is it?
I have to Google it, but I know
Yeah, okay.
it is well known
So-
in Islam that the woman inherit half of the man. So what's your point?
We would need to find it to demonstrate it. So help us find it.
I think try 4-7.
4:7.
Just one point about the
For men, there's
Sorry, I'm doing this, bro. If you want me to move on, you got to help us find the passage.
women would say that
Bro, I'm not interested. I'm going to look for this first, bro. Surah 4:7. Have you found it, bro?
11.
Sorry?
Surah An-Nisa, which is 4, I believe, and number 11.
Number 11. Let's find it.
Surah An-Nisa.
And then verse 11.
Woman birth.
Right, are you listening? I think you might be right. So, I made a statement to that Muslim that ran off. Do you remember when he said that I was lying and that women inherit the same as men and women? This is what it says in the Quran. Allah thus directs, as regards your children, to the male a portion equal to that of 2 females. Did you hear that? A portion equal to that of 2 females. If only a daughter, 2 or more, their share is 2/3 of the inheritance. If only one, her share is half. Half. So we as Christians can't take lessons from Muslims about inheritance. Now, incidentally, whilst I'm not very good at maths, and I admit that, I've got a suspicion that the mathematics doesn't work out in that verse, but the truth is, you'll have to get a mathematician to point out why that is. But there's something that doesn't ring true about the idea that if a portion equal to that of 2 females for a boy, if only daughters, 2 or more, their share is 2/3 of the inheritance. If only one, her share is half. So that's in Surah 4, Ayah 11. Are you a Muslim, sir? So I'm not lying when I say that women inherit half that of a man?
In some cases you are right, but not in all cases.
Thank you very much. So,
What's your point?
no, I'm doing a Q&A. I was debating with a Muslim guy. But he was trying to, if you want to debate it, we can do. Okay.
Honest, yes, it is the case.
Thank you very much. So the Muslim agrees. I'm not lying about Islam. It is a fact in Islam that women inherit half that of a man. And he also, Muslim also at the back agrees. So I wasn't lying. So next question, ladies and gentlemen.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, you can.
How about the Judaic law? According to the Judaic law, what is the inheritance portion?
Okay. So the question, ladies and gentlemen, is what about Judaic law? However, ladies and gentlemen, I am a Christian. If you want to know what the Jews believe about inheritance,
More or less similar.
go and speak to the Jews. However, I am as a Christian brother, believe that there is neither male nor female, all are one in Christ, and the logic of the Christian worldview works out for inheritance in the same way.
Tutti